Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. We got some big update on the Carnival Escape. She was refloated, but there's still some issues. And then I want to tell you about something I'm really excited about. The Carnival Escape was leaving the Dominican Republic and she ran into a sandbar due to high winds. I see a lot of the comments on the media posts out there saying, oh, the captain must have been drunk, they were taking selfies, and yeah. Obviously, some people have never been on a cruise ship are making some of those comments because wind can just make havoc with a cruise ship, especially one that's not at full speed yet and it's just pulling out of a narrow port. So they were blown just slightly off to the side and they hit sand on the bottom. Everybody is fine. People are fine. The ship carried on. Everyone was getting entertained and the food was going. There was no issues that way. They did manage to refloat it as tugboats, the ship's power, and the higher tide enabled it to remove itself from the sandbar. They pulled back into port. That's the obvious thing you have to do. If you hit something, you have to go back and inspect it. And so people were allowed off the ship. They headed into port, did some tour that day, and they inspected the ship. And yeah, there's some minor damage to the ship that needs to be repaired. So they announced that, unfortunately for those passengers, the cruise has been cut short, and they will be flying everybody home over the next couple of days at, of course, the company's expense. If they have to put them into a hotel, they will. If they have to keep them on the ship, everything will still run fine. The ship's in no danger. It's docked, it's port, it's not springing leaks and flooding and things like that. It's fine. People, unfortunately, are going to be sent home. Now, Norwegian has done the right thing. They are giving everybody 100% refund. They're paying for everybody's flights home as well. They are also giving them 100% future cruise credit as well. So yeah, you had a little bit of a cruise holiday. It's disappointing and everything, but hey, you get all your money back and you get your future cruise credit as well. That, I think, is probably about the best that Norwegian could offer. So that is a pretty darn good deal. I think they handled it correctly, and yes, you want to make sure you do all repairs and everything before setting sail. You do not want a worst case thing to happen, that they didn't notice something, and yeah, that one. Also affected is the next cruise on the Escape will also be canceled. Not sure what they're offering for those people. Obviously, you'll get your money back, and you will get offered some sort of future cruise credit. I'm not sure the percentage amount, but I would not be surprised, because it's such a short notice, that it would be 100% of a future cruise credit. I would not be surprised at all if Norwegian does that. So, not great news, but not horrible news, and I think Norwegian handled the situation correctly. Now I want to talk to you about something I'm really excited about. Before I get to there, let me just invite you to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Remember, it really does help the channel out. It tells YouTube people like cruising, people are watching cruising content, and they share it to more people to give them the opportunity to say, hey, oh, there's a channel about cruising, maybe I'll start watching that. That's all it really does. It doesn't sign you up for anything, it doesn't give you on an email list, and it doesn't charge you anything. It's a no-cost thrill. Thrill? I don't know. Yeah. And again, I'd really appreciate it. It really does help the channel out a lot. Okay. I was just on the Wonder of the Seas, and if you've been following me for any length of time, you know I like the entertainment on cruise ships. That's one of the reasons I go on cruise ships more than I go on land tours, is because I get that free entertainment. There's something going on every night on a cruise ship. And I went on the Wonder, and I was a little underwhelmed because a lot of the things weren't ready yet. The ice skating show didn't have all their props, so it wasn't a full show. Their brand new intense, brand new aqua show on the Wonder of the Seas wasn't fully ready yet. They only did 15 minutes. It was underwhelming because it wasn't quite ready. And that was disappointing. Even the theater show, They have the Effectors 2 coming out on it, and it wasn't ready yet. We saw Tap Factory and the new voices instead, but I've seen Tap Factory, so it left me underwhelming. Well, Celebrity announced today that their brand new Celebrity Beyond, which sets sails April of this year, with Captain Kate at the helm, some of their entertainment venues. And I was kind of worried that it was going to be the same entertainment that I saw on the Edge or that I saw on the Apex, because I would like to see some new entertainment. And very happily, they have announced a ton of new entertainment on board. And here, not only are they having one new show going to debut on the Beyond, they're having 3 new stage shows in their theater debuting. And one of them is called Elements, which takes the 5 elements of, so earth, wind, fire, water, ether, and it brings it into this new system. If you've ever seen the stage show in the Edge, you know they have like a huge wraparound screen in front back of the stage, and some of the screens can move around as well. This is the design of the theater, and it really is immersive into the stage production that they put in. They put things on that stage that, like, night and day, or the seasons changing, and it really adds to the atmosphere of whatever stage production is going on. Well, they've also now created this new one by an artist that's going to be like a dance and acrobatic show that has, how do I word it? It's going to be like blown wind sheets and everything in the sky and around in the air that is part of the show as part of the visuals. Now, I've seen one of the shows that they bring this curtain down, and it's like an oval round curtain down like this, and a dancer's in the middle on a high wire rack spinning around, and they have this water and special effects all around it, and it looked really cool. I can only imagine what this is going to do, including the very first ever wind-blowing machine that is going to blow stuff and designs out over the audience. So like wind-swept curtains and everything is going to actually be above our heads all over. It sounds really, really cool. It just sounds really, really cool. I haven't seen it. I don't know what it looks like, but I'm glad to see they're trying to break in new technology and bring us new things on a new ship. They're not saying, okay, this is the Edge class and all the shows are going to be the same on the Edge class. So that's really, really great. They also have another one called Art, which is a high-flying acrobatic show. They also have Stage Door, which is described as the backstage pass into Broadway or West End musicals. So I don't know. It's lots and lots and lots of brand new stuff coming in the theater. Not to be undone, they also have the Stage Door, which is where you have all your, it's like they'll do the game shows and places like that. They're turning that into even more shows in there. They've got 2 brand new shows that they put in there that aren't on the other ships as well. One is sort of a jazz, speakeasy kind of show with dancers and acrobats and music. Another one is going to be more along like big bands and brass show that's going to be there. So variety of music sounds really good. And then we go to Eden at the back of the ship, and they got 3 new stage shows there with dancers and productions and everything as well. So as you can tell, I'm pretty excited about it. I can't, like, if I go to all those new shows on a 10-day cruise, that's 8 of the nights right there. 8 different shows that I have not seen, and that is rare. Now, I'm going to put a little pin on that and say, I hope they're all ready. Now, the good news is I'm not on the inaugural sailing. The Wonder was the very first sailing of that ship. I'm on the Beyond in July, and it set sail in April. So that gives it May, June to get ready. So I'm sailing about 80 days after its inaugural sailing. Hopefully that's enough time that all the shows are up and running and all the kinks are worked out of the ship. I'm sure Captain Kate will have it running like clockwork, and I just can't wait to get out there. Let me know, do you like Broadway shows? Do you like the entertainment venues? Do you like different entertainment on cruise ships? And if you do, does this sound like something you would like to see? Because it certainly excites me to say, man, 8 out of 10 nights I could possibly see brand new shows on a 10-night cruise. That's amazing. Well, I hope you appreciate this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. We'll see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world. Hit that subscribe button. Till next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.